are now leaving the sunny Florida and entering the rainy Alabama. This is going to be just a short piece of Alabama, just the leg that has access to the Gulf. I don't think it has anything beautiful in it, just wanted to show you that it's here. You can immediately see the difference in the flora and landscape. You don't see any more palms, and the trees are different, more evergreens. It changes every time you go from a state to a different state. It's very interesting. So I'll try to follow up in each state, see if we can notice the differences. And now we are entering Mississippi. We should see a sign in just a little bit. State with all double letters, double S, double S, double P. The guy who named the state probably really loved double letters. Anyway, again, you can see the change in landscape immediately. The land is more flat and the trees are smaller. We are now entering Louisiana, the swamp state. It's one state that it's entirely built on a swamp, and it's very specific. I'm probably not going to tell a lot of details about it because we're not going to see most of it. But we'll see some of the specifics. Like, for example, most roads in Louisiana are bridges because of the swampy land that they're built on. Same goes for houses and other buildings. Good morning, everyone. It is Monday. It is 8 a.m. We are in Boise, Louisiana. It's as far as we made it yesterday. And we start our second day of our long trip. So far, nothing special happened, and that's a good thing. We want our trips to be quiet and easy. So, today we should make it to Amarillo, Texas. I wanted for a long time to show you a place there. They have a restaurant, it's called the Big Texan. It's a very nice steakhouse, and I usually stop there every time I drive by. We should get there in the evening.
I-49 North.
And we're gonna have some steak. Until then, I'm not sure we're gonna have anything interesting. We're gonna go through Dallas, but we'll take the bypass. So I think we're not going to see much of it. And other than that, will be just boring roads, large fields. If anything pops up, I'll record it for you. We are now entering Texas. Texas is usually a display of wealth. Everything looks richer around here. The roads roads are bigger, wider. Buildings look more expensive. And overall, it's a nice state. I like driving here. Not very exciting from a point of view of sightseeing, but at least very easy to drive on. We have arrived in Amarillo, Texas, and even though I had 2 hours left on my logbook, I've decided to stop here because here's a place that I wanted to show you for a very long time. I think it's very interesting and Texas specific. So we're going in. Here's a list of people who managed to eat that large steak. Right now it's empty. Usually there are a few names and comments from the people who did it. Here's the steak itself. Look how big it is. You have to the whole thing and the sides. Oh, that's real meat. Holy crap.
Hey there, you gonna let Pappy crush a penny for
Also,
you?
they have a lot of old-fashioned machines. Very interesting. Like here you can sit in a saddle and shoot some stuff. Tables are covered in cow hide. Oh, and obviously Texas size chair. Hey, it's gone. I don't know if you can see on video these images, they change from schools to people. They're very freaky. There are the restrooms. I'll go and wash my hands, then we'll record the dining room. We got seated, waiting for the server. This is the menu. We have quite a few lots of steaks. There we go. The food has arrived. Large steak, some coleslaw, some broccoli, and even a jalapeno with the Texas flag, and some beer. Let's get to eating. All that pleasure for $33. Well, plus tip is like 38. Anyway, it's not that expensive. Right, so I'm a happy, well-fed truck driver. See you tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday, day 3 of our trip. We are in Amarillo, Texas. I just woke up. It's 8 a.m. Hey, welcome to New Mexico, a very colorful state. We are just leaving Texas right now. You can see what a beautiful, colorful sign they have. Usually states would just have a little panel on the side. also just entered the mountain time zone, which means -1 hour from Central. And we keep going. A little bit of the New Mexico specific landscape. You can see there are no more trees, there are very small bushes, and the land is reddish in color. It's a lot more like desert. It is going to become even more pronounced in Arizona. I took a little detour through Santa Rosa, New Mexico. There is a very popular place, it's called the Blue Hole. Unfortunately, the park seems to be closed, which is a pity. I've dreamed for a while to see this place. But I'm going to risk it, try to walk up there. Maybe I can see it. I mean, it's not the season anyway. People come here to swim. And now it's too cold for swimming. And there is no parking allowed in the street. But because there are no tourists, I hope I'm not going to get into much trouble. I'm gonna try to run up and maybe just show you this place and see it for myself. I've been passing by for like many times, but I've never actually got to see it. So the depth here is some information: 81 feet deep, 60 feet in diameter, 3,000 gallons of water per minute are flowing out of it. And this is it. This is the Blue Hole. There are some steps where you can walk in like in a pool, or if you want you could walk on those steps and dive from those rocks up there, which people usually do, and which I dream to do one day. Let's walk up there. It's very nicely conserved, natural attraction. As you can see, the combined steps with the natural rock that was here. Because of the depth of this place, the water here, even during the hottest months of the summer, is very cold. Right now I imagine it should be extremely cold, but it's very clear. You can see even deep in the water. So yeah, it doesn't look like much. It should be a lot of fun to dive from here. Maybe during the summer I'll have a chance to stop here again. For right now, this is what it is. Blue Hole. Every time I drive through here, I want to record this magnificent old hills, but then when I check it on video, they look so small and unimpressive. So I don't know if this time I'll manage to transmit it in a better quality, but I'll still try. Welcome to Arizona, the Grand Canyon state. Arizona is well known for the largest reservation of Native American people, called Navajo, and there are lots of artisan shops with different products of manufacture made by Native Americans. I've just passed now a large spot that has several of those shops, but I didn't have time to stop. Somewhere ahead it's the Indian city, how the ignorant people call Native Americans Indians for some reason. Anyway, we continue the same theme: red rocks, low growth, and we add Navajo people to that. Hey, good morning. I'm already driving. It's day 4 of our trip, Thursday, and we are approaching the California border. We're just about to leave Arizona, and there's a nice river dam that we see right there in the distance on Havasu River. So just wanted to show you a little bit how my day started. It's nice, sunny, pretty hot outside. Tonight we should arrive in Sacramento. It's going to be quite dark when we get there, but I'll record a little bit tomorrow morning. Entering from this angle because it's the easiest way to get into California. All the other roads like the I-80 and I-15 are pretty steep. You have to go over a very long downgrade. Here is a little more mild. And we just entered the Pacific time zone, minus 2 hours from Central. Soon we're going to have an agricultural check, and then just keep driving all the way up to Sacramento. We're starting slowly to climb those hills. We'll have to drive over them. There's a little bit of traffic. You can see a little closer this clouds resting right on top of the hills. I think it looks very beautiful. This specific part of this route is pretty difficult because it changes very frequently, has a lot of turns and ups and downs, but it's not too long, so we should be through it quickly. Good morning, everyone. It's Thursday morning and we are in California, in Sacramento. This is where our trip ends. We're gonna get unloaded pretty soon and wait for another load. This concludes our long trip. We got another load for tomorrow out of Sacramento, and right now we're just going to park, have some rest for today, and hope that load for tomorrow doesn't get canceled.